Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rusty Mark Garage. Glad you could join us today. It's December something, 15th. It's 15th today, 2022. Time to update on some projects. This is for those of you who know me or been on the channel. It's my 52 Chevrolet. I had my temperature sender. My brother-in-law and sister took it on a cruise several weeks ago, and he said, heater worked, but temperature didn't read anything. I was like, oh, okay. I hadn't paid attention to that, but it's never ran hot or anything like that. But so I finally got around to getting me a new temperature sender. You can tell that one's kind of bent. And you can turn it with a wrench, but anyway, it's bad. And this one's, let me get a light on here. Well, junk on my hand. Let's see here. I got the new one in. As you can tell, it's shiny right down in there. Kind of hard to get to. Had to pull the throttle body off and air intake and stuff. And I got big hands. It's hard to get in there and work on it, but we made it. It's hooked up now. For those of you who don't know, this is a 3.4 fuel injected V6 out of a 93 Camaro, the base model, not the Z28. Z28 had most of them had the LT1s in them. And but anyway, this thing's been built with this motor set up. Motor, 4L60 transmission, Firebird rear end, 308 gears, and yeah, it'd be great to have LS in it and all that, but man, this thing runs so good, and until it just dies, I'm gonna keep running it. It's just, it's been so doggone dependable. That sender's been in there for probably 12 years or longer, you know. So this is the first time I've actually had to tear into it to do anything major. And it's not major, but I had to, pull throttle body off and stuff like that. So, it's been 12 or 13 years since I've had to mess with anything on this car other than, regular maintenance, change oil and stuff. It's just that engine just runs. It's so dependable. And I don't remember what the horsepower rating is on it. 150, 60, 90, I don't know. But anyway, it pushes this little 52 Deluxe really, really good. Driven this thing everywhere. I'm in Arkansas, and I've driven it to coast of Mississippi 3 times. It's been to Louisville, Kentucky. I've had it to Michigan. I took it to Michigan this year, matter of fact, pretty much a 10-hour drive. And you just hit the interstate and you can run 80, 90 all day long. And it's just it's an awesome little car. Gets a lot of attention. Even locally, every time I drive it to town or something, people give a thumbs up or whatever about it. And you don't see a lot of these old Deluxes on the road. That kind of makes it kind of cool. I've lowered it, and it's just a jalopy. It's just a rat rod. The inside is just kind of so-so. It's not pretty. It's just kind of there. I'm not going to paint it. In fact, I'm going to sand on it some more and put some sweet patina on it probably. There's Bubba. Hey, Bubba. What are you doing? So you scratch my belly. Please scratch my belly. Anyway, he likes hanging out in the shop with me. But I've done disc brake conversion on the front of it. It's got power brakes, and the front end's still original, but I did rebuild it some years ago. It does have a little slack in it, but it's all right. But again, the heat works, the air conditioning works, and it's just an awesome little setup. And I get asked all the time, you know, when I pull up, they hear that little V6, and I don't have any loud mufflers on it, but it's kind of turbo mufflers, and you can hear it a little bit. Got a nice little purr to it, and the old guys asked me, you know, has that thing got a split manifold on it? I'm like, yep, there's one on each side. Of course, back in the day, it had the straight six, 216. When I got it, it had 235, which I rebuilt, and I ran it for a long time with a straight six 235. But anyway, back in the day, they would cut the manifolds, split them, cap them off, and ran true dual exhaust. And of course, nowadays you can buy I think Fenton and some other ones got, you know, factory split manifolds you can put on the straight sixes. But anyway, I did a lot of research on that 6-cylinder, and I was going to really soup it up and make it a, you know, traditional period correct kind of hot rod. And I'm telling you, if you soup up a 6-cylinder, your pocketbook's going to know it, because it is expensive to do it right. And I just was like, nah. And this wreck Camaro came along, and this engine only had 57,000 miles on it when I put it in here. It's probably got 75 or 80 on it now. Still running strong. I'm happy with it. Modern conveniences with the heat and air. I even used the shroud and the radiator out of the Camaro, you know, brake booster and all that stuff. And it's like, I do things economical, you know, work with what I got kind of thing. But anyway, that engine runs great, and I have a lot of fun with this car. I've had this car for, oh, good Lord, 28 years or so. I don't know. It's been a long time. We've been together for a while. So let me update you on Square Body. 87 LS swap. We've been making some progress. I forgot where we left off on it. But got the cinders and the wiring ran, put new heater hoses, new radiator hoses, AC relocation mount, and new AC pump compressors mounted. Got the plugs, plug wires, and got the little red insulators in there. Same thing over here, just working through things. Let me get over here. A lot of different ways people do LS swaps. Of course, relocated the battery over here, and got a hot new interstate battery. I like interstate batteries. I have good luck with them. And so I got this junction box that I bought online, and I forgot the dimensions. Like it's 13 by 16 or 18 maybe, and 6 inches deep. And it's weather tight and all that. So this is what I'm rigging up. And again, using some things that I had laying around, like this positive post here. I'm gonna mount this down here on the computer. It'll be stationary. Got a ground bar in here that I kind of put together. If I need a ground off anything, I can ground here. These wires to my relays and stuff go to 12 volt hot all the time, that's what that's going to be. And I got my fan wires and AC and key switch and fuel pump. Then I got all my cinders right here. I'll be doing. And then I got some body wiring. I got to figure out, I got to go through this and figure out what is what I need, what I don't, kind of thing. So I'm still stepping through a lot of that. And I've got this is a drive-by-wire, so I got the gas pedal. You kind of see it right there. I got the gas pedal module mounted right there. You can see it. And I changed the steering column. The other steering column had a little issue in it. The owner wanted a new column, so we put a new column. He said he wants the old wheel back on it, so I hadn't changed it yet. Been working on my Dakota gauges. There's my new gauges that's going in it. And I like Dakota. This is the second C10 that I've done with Dakota gauges and stuff, and they got great instructions, great wiring diagrams. It's the only gripe I have are the brass adapters that comes with the kit, because it's a universal to fit different engines. The brass bushings for the cinders are China made. They're cheap. The last two C10s I did, I broke them both. I had to go back, and I'll show you real quick since I'm talking about it. The regular cinder for the on the LS is on the side of the block down here on the front, and the Dakota, there's a bolt that you take out on the back of the block behind the rear spark plug wire on the passenger side. There's it's a Allen screw. That is a 12 millimeter by 1.5 thread, and the bushing that I tried to use for that I broke. So I'm like, dang it. So I went and bought a regular cinder unit, like is over there, same thread, and put it over here. It's just a temperature cinder is all it is, 0 to 300 ohm. Fits there just fine, and it's a better quality thread than those cheap bushings. I mean, I just didn't have hardly any pressure on it at all, and it snapped. So I'd rather have something good in there. Let's see here. So here's your Dakota gauge module, and you can see I got the oil and water. Everything's labeled so well. It's color coded. Really, really nice. So easy to do. And I'm not for sure. I've got it wire tied to a big harness right now. I don't know exactly how I'm going to finalize that. Got the gas pedal mounted. Had to do some adapting, cut the top off on the gas pedal, and I adapted the original pedal setup to work. I don't know if I can see it or not, but it's kind of black. You see that angle iron? I welded that on there so that pedal hits it right there, and that should work properly. And yeah, it's coming along. These you can do the LS swap a lot of different ways. You can not go to the expense of the fancy gauges and all that, but I'm not going to. I like to do things right. This is a nice truck. It's an 87 and four-wheel drive, and it's retail red. It's a short bed. It's the last year of the square body for the C10, and it's very marketable. And so I want to do it right. The customer, my buddy, wants it done right, and so that's what I'm gonna do. Pull the seat out so this fat boy can get in the floor and do what I need to do. There's the old column. It kind of worked okay, but it kind of had a noise when you turned the wheel, so he just wanted to change it, so we found another one. Let me tell you something, fellas. These things here a good one's hard to come by, and they're expensive. And they make rebuild kits for them, which we'd already put the bearings in this one a long time ago, and I don't know, just he didn't like it, so that's the end of the story. We got it swapped out. Moving forward. On Facebook, I joined a Volkswagen CC club, and asking some questions. I don't know about Volkswagens. I'm a Chevy guy, Ford guy. I work on mainly American-made stuff, mostly. I don't know nothing about Volkswagens. other than these CCs. It's a 2.0 turbo, and they always break time and change and stuff, and that's what happened to this one. It's a low mileage and very clean car, and so I joined that club just to ask questions, parts, this, that, and the other. Got talking to some guys, and one guy said, I gotta have that one. He said, I need a good body. So we struck a deal, and this one's gonna be sold. So I originally got this for my son, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm not attached to it, and we'll find him something else. Something I know more about to work on. So I'm gonna put the hood on this and get it out of the shop here pretty soon. And this weekend or first part of next week, he's gonna come get it. So that's gonna be going, and I can probably get my buddy's 69 Bronco in here in the shop next, and for the winter, so I can get it out of my garage. But anyway, making progress. Always a lot of work to do. Got more projects coming. I'm trying to thrash on this truck and get it done by the end of the year, but probably not gonna make it, but I'm gonna be real close. And but steadily making progress on it. So anyway, that's the update that we have today, and I'm hoping the next video, once I get everything put together, I'm hoping I can do a video with this thing running. And once we get it running, and there's always shakedown to do, and drive it and make sure the four-wheel drive works right, everything's working right, everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing, calibrate the speedometer and all that stuff. So there's a lot of little things to do after you even get it running and driving, and get everything put back together, clean up, a little touch-up paint under the hood here and there. So we'll make progress with that. And been to the parts store this morning and got me some wire and some other things that I needed. So anyway, that's the update. I'm fixing to put this 52 back together, and I drive this one pretty regular. I need it to, at any moment, I need to go out, I need it dependable, I need it ready to go, because I do use it a lot, that and my 84 square body. And so I'm gonna put this back together and be done with it. And maybe I won't have to bother it again for another 12 years, who knows. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up, like it, subscribe, and hit that little bell where you can receive all the updates anytime I update a video. And tell your friends about my little car channel. I'm trying to grow it. I've had a lot of people comment on it and stuff, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate y'all watching, and more projects to come, so y'all stay tuned. Y'all have a great day, and if I don't do it, I don't know if I'll have a video out before Christmas. If I don't, I want y'all to have a very, very Merry Christmas, and we will see y'all soon. Say bye, Bubba. Bubba. Say bye. Hey, look at me. Say bye. He's a little shy, he don't talk much. All right, we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye.